Hey everyone, in this video we're going to go through our new release that we're very excited to talk about, which is the ability to do a full project template. So previously in Rezio, you were able to template things like the estimate and the schedule and to-dos and selections and those kind of things and pull those into projects once they were created independently. And we found that that is really helpful when you're kind of putting a project together from different sources. But a lot of builders were asking for the ability to copy over more and also to fully copy one project kind of with one click of a button. And so what we've come up with is the ability to do a full project copy. So what we have here is I'm going to go into my templates, and I've got my new template that I've been working on here, my very complete template. This template includes an estimate that I have with some selection and choices and some images. I've got a schedule in here. I've got a couple of things connected, like I've got some to-dos and I've got some bids and I've got some purchase orders, and I've even got just some generic files as well. So just kind of showing you where this is coming from. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my all projects page, and I'm going to create a new project just like I normally would. And now at the top, you're going to see this new section here called template. And so what you're able to do is you're actually able to create from a template. I've got a bunch of different templates to choose from. For this release, we're going to be just limiting to projects that are in the template stage. The idea is that you want to keep your clean copies there. So this is going to be a copy that has information that you want to use as a template. It's not bringing in anything superfluous that was related to a particular project. And so I'm going to choose my very complete template here. And you'll see that already some things have started to fill in. The square footage information and the description that was in here, including gate codes and pets and favorite type of soup for my customer. I'm going to change the start date on this project, and I'm going to give this a name. Maybe this is the Bauman Family ADU that we're working on here. It's going to default the stage to prospect, so you can always change that. Of course, there's going to be certain information that you're filling in every time, like your address and the customer. But things like the financial structure and those decisions are also part of this template. And then all I would need to do here is hit create from template. At the top here, it does disclose that this carries over any information, including estimates, bids, purchase orders, schedules, to-dos, files, and project settings. But I can come in here and hit create from template, and that's going to create my new project from that template we have here and navigate me over. And you can see already we've got our estimate preloaded in here. If I open up this estimate, it's already got selections in there. I've got my selection choices and those images in there already. If I go into settings for this selection, you'll actually see that this selection is already linked back to a schedule task for its due date. So it maintains those connections for selection due dates and for to-dos if you're connecting those back to schedule tasks, because it's all coming over together. If I go to other areas here, like if I go to my schedule, you'll see that my schedule is all pulled in here. It's got all of that information. It's got the related items here as well. If I go to my to-dos, it's pulled in that to-do list I had here with a couple of items in it. It's still maintaining those connections back to the schedule, which is really helpful if you're trying to create standard punch lists or checklists or walkthroughs. If I go over to my approvals, you'll also see that it's maintained my purchase orders and my bid requests. This is something very new. Previously, you couldn't create those. So if I go into, or as part of a template, so if I go into, for example, my excavation PO here, it kept the name, it kept the assigned vendor and the line items and dollar values. So it maintained that connection all the way back. And if I go into my files section here as well, it even held my project files. This one was related to the selection. These are just files that were in here. So really great for predefined choices on selections, really helpful if you have certain documents that you like to include kind of with all of your new projects that you create, like questionnaires or walkthrough guides or things like that. And if I go into project settings, you'll even see that it's held things like my vendor access, turning on the schedule for all my vendors. Under my customer, it kept all of my default settings for the information that I like to share with my customers. All of that kind of information is in here, part of that as well. So really, really great way to simply just with one click of a button, take an entire pre-built template, copy that in all inclusive, and then make any modifications that you need to, because it's still a living, breathing project that you can make updates and changes, and it doesn't affect the template that it was copied over from. So really, really great way to streamline things for your business, create more standard project templates that are all inclusive rather than having to build them piece by piece. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to reach out to your customer success coach or your customer success manager or our support team, or reference all the great training resources that we have available. Thanks so much and have a great day.